This is a Pinterest SEO hack that I personally missed out completely, and it's what I'm going to be doing to take my Pinterest account from the level that it's at to the next level, in my opinion. So let's get into it. I want to share with you all the details of what I found out and how we're going to be doing this along the way. Guys, welcome to the channel. My name is David Pinto. They call me Tips with Dave. And as we've been talking about, Pinterest marketing has been a strategy that I started implementing at the end of 2025, and I'm using it to drive traffic to my website and other places. So you can find basically the whole entire playlist that you can see on the screen right now. It's going to be in the description of this video in case you're interested in going through it. But we will go over the entire strategy. I'm getting back into Pinterest, guys, because I have done a lot of automation in terms of my marketing, Facebook, stuff like that. So I have more time to spend with actually looking at SEO and keyword research. Now, before I get into it, I do want to give you guys a simple fact. Pinterest is a search engine at the end of the day. Whenever we talk about affiliate marketing, I kind of say these two things, right? You need to know your advertising strategy, and you need to know how to convert that advertising strategy to actual sales, which usually involves copywriting. Okay, these are the two skill sets that are needed, in my opinion, for the rest of your life if you're in marketing. So the way that I set this up at the end of 2025 was that Pinterest becomes a traffic source, and my blog becomes where I write, build relationship, and ultimately convert those convert those clicks into actual leads, into my offers and other things. Okay, but more than anything else, it brings advertising to my blog, which then obviously converts and builds trust and relationship with my audience. So that is my decision. I decided to go on Pinterest, even though I'm in the digital marketing, affiliate marketing space, which is not the best niche to have, honestly, on Pinterest. But guess what, guys? We can still start to use it as a traffic source. The reason why I'm saying this is because there are people that are looking for it, and we're going to talk about those things today. One of the key tips that you need to understand when it comes to Pinterest is that it is an aesthetic search engine. Okay, it's not like, so you have a lot of intent users that are coming to Pinterest, and they look at an image, they have an intent behind that image, and they want to know more, so they click over there to then go to your page. So it's very intent driven, and that's why I say relationship building is really important, or rather your copy where they land is really important, right? So whether it's a blog post, whether it's a landing page to your offer directly, they need to know that they're getting what they have clicked on in that image. So aesthetically, you need to make it make sense, and it goes to your offer. The second thing that is very important is your search engine. You can see right here, I spoke about my previous SEO setup, which was, an initial factor on how you can research as search engine optimization for specifically Pinterest. Pinterest is also changing when it comes to AI content and a lot of other things. But any which ways, we can talk about that another time. The main point over here is that we were doing it in a manual process. Now, I wanted to share with you guys a little bit more of how I'm using the tools within Pinterest itself, step by step, to get better at my SEO. And I hope this helps you, because at the end of this video, you'll see a tool that I use that automate the pin creation process, but the research is still done by me at this stage. And ultimately, you can even automate this step, which in the future I will do it, because I like to make sure that I'm doing things manually first, and then I would automate it. But you can definitely automate this step of doing the research as well. So let's get into it. First and foremost, you need to have a Pinterest account. And I will say you do need to have a Pinterest business account. If you have this as a personal account, you will not be able to do it. So this is the one thing. Obviously, the SEO is in your title, rather in your handle, in the description right here. Those are the main key elements, and obviously in your boards. Now, the boards are something that I will definitely get more into. Right now, it's very generic topics. I'm going to definitely get more interested in how to create better boards, so that I start to also expand the kind of reach that I'm getting to my Pinterest account. Okay, so that's also a crucial thing. That's something to pay attention to. I want to show you guys a little bit of the analytics so that I did say this in my last video, that there was a drop in my analytics because of the fact that I didn't pay attention to it so much. I just started to pin, and that's it. But you can see in the last 30 days, with me just focusing on it a little bit more, we have started to get our impressions back up. Already reached in the last 30 days 5.42k impressions, which is good. Some outbound clicks, 17 outbound clicks, and this is obviously going to start to go up now over the next 90 days. Okay, my aim is to have at least 4 times this amount, guys, even 50 to 100k thousand impressions every single month coming in. So that the target for me is quite high, because I believe a portion of that definitely will go to, outbound clicks, and those outbound clicks then can convert to leads. So you need to definitely aim high in terms of impressions, and it really depends on your niche. But a 50 to 100k per month impressions from Pinterest in the digital marketing, affiliate marketing space is really good, and so I would like to get there. That's my aim. It's a big ambitious aim, but I'm going to show you guys how to use all these tools. So when you have the business account, you can see all of these things. Now, the next step after you have the business account is you need to go here. So let's just go to my business account, and you need to click on this right here, which says Pinterest on the top right left hand corner, and you'll see shortcuts, which is going to the business hub, create content, organic pins, manage campaigns. So we got manage campaigns, analyze performances, manage business, right? So what we're going to do right here is what I've understood. Instead of looking at this conversion audience, which is what people usually look at, analyze performance, we're going to be doing a different thing without spending any money. We're going to be creating a campaign. This is fun. Try it out, because it's fun to use and learn. But anyway, choice. I create campaign. Okay, that's what we're going to do. Right when we create the campaign, it will show right here on the top of the screen, choose a campaign objective. Now sometimes it will show you an automated campaign. The first time that I did this, it showed me automated campaign, but what we want to do here is we want to go to a manual campaign, because the automated campaign is Pinterest Performance Plus. But when you do that, yes, you might be using AI to get all those information and stuff like that, but it might not be the best campaign for you, because here we're using this tool as a research tool. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how to do that. Then we click on manual campaign, so we have that, and we toggle this Pinterest Performance Plus off because we don't want it. And our aim over here is to get conversions. And we'll leave all this campaign data the same. They might ask a budget amount. You honestly put 5, 10, whatever it is. We're not spending any money. This is just to go to the next step, and then you click on continue. Now we're in continue. As you guys can see right here, still in a manual campaign. We're not worried about the group names and stuff like that. If you're not on manual, try to get on manual. Okay, that's the main. Click over here, and if you click on ads, you'll be able to see things and campaign here, but just basically want to come to a manual campaign. That's the main thing. And in the manual campaign, you'll see right here there are different sections. So there's ad group, promotions, and this is, I don't really know what promotions are, but we're going to look at targeting. Okay, now you can see there's a default setup, and this is just to show you the difference. Okay, so this is the default setup that you will most probably see. What I do is switch to manual. When you switch to manual payment setup like this, you'll be able to get the demographics, and this is what we want. Now you can use some templates, and then demographics, and then location. Now what we want to do is more see on the interests and keywords, because we're looking at SEO, right? And again, guys, I'm sharing you with this because what I'm going to be doing with this is I wanted to make the video to show you guys how I'm doing it, and then I'm going to create buckets, and we'll talk about that in a second. So let's get into it. I don't want to get distracted because this video can be super long. I want it to be focused. So you click on interest right here, and you'll see enable targeting. We'll close this. We want to switch it off, and you can see it says interests and then AdWords. Now interest, I wouldn't say it's needed. We'll go to AdWords because we want to select and see. Now what we can do is minimum 25 keywords we can have over here, but basically we're going to be using the search bar to research our SEO. So for example, I'm going to use affiliate marketing as an example. Okay, when we click on affiliate marketing as a whole, you'll see right here affiliate marketing strategy has 100 to 500k monthly searches. So first and foremost, this is giving me some insight, it's giving me some knowledge, it's giving me some ideas that affiliate marketing strategy can be a board, or affiliate marketing can be a board, and then you have within that board you have affiliate marketing strategy, affiliate marketing strategies, affiliate marketing tips, affiliate marketing strategy again. You can see how it's a little bit changes how it's written, and so on and so forth. Okay, so there are different amounts of, you can see it goes up to 1 to 10k. So you can, people ask, usually even I asked this question myself when I was researching this strategy, is that do you need a certain amount of bucket, like a certain amount of monthly search volume to know how to get the traffic? It depends on your aim, right? If you're working on Pinterest and you're a small niche, you're a brick and mortar business and you need to get certain traffic, maybe 10K impressions is okay, because the intent of that content that you're building, remember, it's really important, the intent of that content you're building is going to some offer that is solving the problem, which is what we're using. That's what a traffic source should be: attract and send. So when I think of this in terms of affiliate marketing or digital marketing and things like that, I would put things into buckets. But here I can see easily that affiliate marketing tips, affiliate marketing, even spelt wrong, and affiliate marketing business, for example, affiliate marketing strategies and affiliate marketing strategy are key, keywords over here. If I just add, just to show you how irrelevant some things are, if I add 2026 or 2025, you'll see that they don't even have enough data. So this is looking at the data now. Okay. Sometimes not important even doing it before a certain time. But for example, let's say Christmas, it's going to be weird, but most probably let's try this. Christmas shopping, just to give you guys an understanding. Why did I put Christmas with two S's? Haha. Christmas shopping, just to see you guys. Okay, Christmas shop outfit, Christmas shop outfit, season shops. It just gives you more ideas, decor ideas, shopping lists, crafts. So I'm showing you with a normal topic when it comes to Pinterest. Since we're looking at affiliate marketing or any kind of things related to traffic, lead generation is another one that I personally use. So if I type lead generation, there's not much use. Facebook, nothing available in the monthly searches. So these are topics, by the way. I'm going to show you guys this so that it's clear. These are topics that I personally I'm trying to get traffic for. Okay, so if you see right here, I have Facebook lead generation, right? SEO tips, etc., etc. And if I go to the home page, okay, if I go to the home page and I put Facebook in the top right here, I put search and I put Facebook lead generation income. Okay, let's just use this as an example. This brings up some searches. Now, if I go to one of these posts, you can see right here that this is a video. Okay, this is John Montoya. John Montoya, woo, it's a video ad that's going there. But if I click on, I believe it's this one, right? That I did, or something else. I think maybe this. Which one was Jonathan Montoya's, guys? I clicked on something that was Jonathan Montoya's. Make money with Facebook ads. Is that it? I have no idea what I clicked on. That is Jonathan Montoya's. But anyway, that is fine. Let's, this one right here. But if I go to Jonathan Montoya's, you'll see that he has about 140K monthly views. Okay. Now, it doesn't mean that this is coming specifically from this. This is related to Facebook ads. It's just a video on YouTube. But you see how well he's done it. This is the pin and it goes to video, which is quite cool. We'll use this as an example and we go back to this and we'll add it here. Okay, so you can see right here, it doesn't show me anything. I don't know whether it's giving me according to the location also. So let's just exclude this location and we'll do location. We'll put United. So guys, just to give you an understanding, this is getting me some results. So you can still use this to get some weekly searches, but I don't know, according to this specific keyword research, guess what? It is not giving me anything that I would really use. Okay, so if I just even take this out and just put Facebook lead generation, nothing. Facebook leads, nothing. Facebook should give me Facebook ads leads. So this is very keyword specific to get information from it. Okay, social media ads, Facebook layout, Facebook leads. So now I get a little bit more specific and I know for a fact that this is the volume of monthly searches that are coming in. When we did this strategy, guys, this is just search. So if it's good keywords, it's going to rank and people are going to post content about it. But are people actually searching for that content? That is what we're looking at with the keyword research right here. These are monthly searches. When you see the volume of the monthly searches, that's what's going to make the difference. So I recommend try it, use it. That's what I'm personally going to be doing. I'm going to be taking in different batches. So I personally think 1 to 10K is a good amount, 10 to 50K is a good amount, and then anything above that. And maybe 3 to 5 keywords per, per campaign that you're creating or per pin that you're creating would be really good because it's in the keywords or in the title, the description, and then obviously in your pin itself. Now, the other thing that I'm going to say, which I'm going to show you how to make this process even smarter. You can do the research right here. Let's say you have a blog. You can do the research right here, or you can put your blog into a ChatGPT or a Claude or whatever it is to get some kind of keywords. Do your research here and then come to TrafficWave. Okay, TrafficWave is where I personally create all my pins that actually automatically gets scheduled to my Pinterest account. So for example, you can see right here I already have pins for August that are already till the end of till 12th of August that are already on schedule. 55 pins. All of these pins were created with TrafficWave, guys. So it saves me a lot of time and effort. And this is we're in not even the beginning of July, but the end of June, and I have August pins already ready because of this. So you can do your research and do things calmly if you have a tool that saves you time and effort, right? So that's what we do with TrafficWave. I'll leave a link to TrafficWave in the description of this video, and also there will be a video that you can check out, which is my review on TrafficWave if you want to use it. What I would do then is I would come here and try to create a, not try, I would create a wave. And when I click on create a wave, you can put your blog post and everything else. Okay, let's just use an example. We'll say Pinterest. The type of image search type is Pinterest. And then we will put the keywords. Either you can put those same keywords here, or you can put the URL. Now, I would personally recommend putting keywords here. If you have a URL to your blog, then you can put that over here also. It's not a problem. The other thing is when you're inserting your titles, you can add the same keywords here. So you're doing your research. Let's say you have the buckets of 1 to 10K, to 10 to 50K, 50 to 100K. You take those few keywords, you add it here, you add the URL where it needs to go, and you add the context. Context is coming from the URL. So those are the two things that you have, right? So the context is just maybe a line or a snippet from the blog itself that explains what are the key takeaways from the blog, etc. is coming from the is coming in the concept. Then you add the link to the blog here, and then the keywords. You go to Pinterest right here, create those buckets, and then come here to add them. Now remember, we're using this for a couple of things. Play around with it. You can use it for keyword research itself. You can use it also for idea generation. Okay, so ideas can be generated over here, and the easiest way to then take your idea and create a content from it is going to Canva. Nowadays, you can make your life a lot easier by connecting Canva also to your ChatGPT, to your Claude, and to the LLM that you're using, and you can definitely start to just feed it content with these keywords, and it creates a template for itself. So there are a lot of easy ways to create content. Do not stop yourself. Try your best to apply the knowledge that we're giving you in these videos, but more than anything else, these keywords are going to help you with TrafficWave. If you're using this tool already, then it's going to help you with TrafficWave and make your life easier, and you can then now schedule a longer form content for a longer period of time and have everything scheduled and set up for you. Guys, it makes life a hell of a lot easier, and I really like that we found it within the tool itself. I learned it, I wanted to share it, so that's why I made this video. You can find all the links in the description, all the tools, resources in the description of this video. I am happy to add this to the playlist, and if you have any questions, just let me know below so that I can answer it in the next video, and we can, go on this journey together. Have a great day. Keep paving the way for your dreams to come true. I'm going to see you on the next video.